how did you first get started in music? What was the
Shit.
first step? What was the first thing?
Probably growing up around it. I remember as long as I can remember so I was born in Pittsburgh and I lived in like Clairton, if you know where that is. It's like right outside. It's like Thomas Jefferson area.
Yeah, for sure. My dad worked there at the
Yeah.
steel mill for a long time.
Yeah, my dad still works at like Irvin Works down there, and he lives there or up there. But so I lived in Clairton for a couple years, and then mom and dad moved back here, cause all like my grandparents are here, all my mom's like extended families around here, and it'd be easier cause I have so many more places I could go, and there's so many more familiar faces for them around here, and B, she came back here to work with my grandpa so she could take time off to come like be in my life, and then it'd just be like right down the street. So we moved back to here, and I just remember like as far as I can remember, my grandpa always used to play at like a spot called Brownsville Community Center right outside of Dawson,
Okay.
and him and my two uncles used to just play like bluegrass every Tuesday, and like they'd let me come up on stage sometimes, and like they say I performed, but I don't think I did. I was kind of just fucking smacking it a little ukulele and saying words.
Hey, yo, yeah.
But
Shout out the uke.
yeah, for real. But that, and then like my dad always used to just play guitar for me. I've always like grown up around instruments, so it was kind of a natural, I guess, transition into wanting to make it myself. And I'd say like, fuck, the timeline's so interesting. Like, I always had a passion for music since like 4th grade when I kind of developed my own music taste. I've always like loved it. I connected with it and I wanted to do something with it, but it was always like on the side. Like I never wanted that to be. I never thought I could do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was making like YouTube videos or some shit, just like
Word up.
Yeah.
Minecraft videos or whatever in like elementary school. And then I remember I picked up guitar summer of 5th grade, and wrote my first song and just fell in love with it. And ever since then, like it's just been a slow burn, like learning how to do stuff. Like I got into producing probably 8th grade. Just like started recording vocals 2018, and ever since like it's just been a slow burn learning how to do it.
Good deal, man. So what
Fucking crazy.
what grade were you in at that point?
When I started JT Fritz, or when I started making music in general?
We'll just say making music. How
Um,
old?
Probably wrote my first song in 6th grade. Never recorded any of it.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Is it out publicly?
No, I've got some really shitty old demos on my Google
Hey-
Drive
hey,
that
yo,
no
we've
one's
all been
ever
there.
gonna hear.
Aaron still has like my old shit that was up at one point
Yeah,
and then taken down. Some shit that wasn't even ever put out,
that's so funny.
using it as blackmail.
Nah,
Yes, sir.
I'm so glad that no one else can get into that account because that shit is embarrassing, man. I was dog shit. I was rapping over NF type beats, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was trash.
Oh my god, dude.
It was like, and it was on this really garbage like tape recorder mic, but it wasn't
Mhm.
stereo, so it only come out of like the left ear too.
Oh my
It
god.
was so trash, but I mean, it was what I needed to do to get started, so worked out in the long run.
Good deal, man. And you recently just put out a project, December 3rd. You put
Yeah.
out Hellbound Forever. So what's the story behind that? Like I listened to the intro and I got a feel for it, but what was the process of making that project and what's the significance to you for it? Like for me, I'm in the process of making an album now. I've been making it for like a year
Yeah.
and it's had a huge impact on the way that I view life, and it's really made me reminisce and gather my thoughts and perspectives to shape my future, not only in music, but with how I live my life. So, long trip for a short drink of water. What's the significance of the project to you?
I wasn't really sure if I was gonna do a project when I first started working on it. It was like I'd just come off the release of my EP "Sweet Life of JT Fritz." Sequel coming soon, by the way. Look out for that.
Yeah.
But so I was just coming off of that, and I was putting out. It was like early last year, and I was doing like weekly releases on SoundCloud as much as I could, just trying to like gain some momentum and, you know, also figure out where I wanted to go, because I just started recording on FL for that year too.
Mm.
I'd say everything I had a couple songs I recorded on FL Studio pre 2021, but like after 2021, everything was getting recorded on FL, and it was all in a trial version. So I'd have to like sit down, at least demo the song out in one session, and then like export the stems and everything, just in case it closes and I lose it all.
Yeah.
It was a pain in the ass, man, but I did not have the money to pay for FL, so I was doing what I could.
Dude, Mike was telling me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike was telling me about that wave.
Yeah, man. FL trial, fucking overpowered. Yeah, man. So we just came off the EP release, and I was like, all right, what do I want to do next? Do I put out singles? Do I work on volume 2? Like, what do I want to do? And I had this song called Hellbound 2018 that came out on Valentine's Day last year. It wasn't on streaming platforms for a while, but eventually I put it out. And it was kind of like that song in particular is about this relationship that I was in for a year and a half that was like, not to get into crazy details, but it was pretty self-destructive for both of us, and it was kind of like, since it started, like, it was pretty obvious that it was going to crash and burn regardless, and that's kind of how, and it started in 2018, so that was kind of the Hellbound 2018, like, second it started, we knew we were going to fucking crash and burn, but you couldn't accept it. And then I kind of, like, fell in love with that concept of, like, being hellbound, not necessarily in, like, the religious standpoint where you're going to hell, but, like, I was, like, thinking about doing music and how people, like, nobody wants to back you up until you actually do it.
No, that's big facts for real.
And I was kind of I think on the intro I used the metaphor of seeing and supposedly knowing that you're driving straight towards a brick wall and you're just not letting off the gas whatsoever. You're still punching the fucking pedal.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like that metaphor a lot, because it is like a lot of the shit that I've done musically, personal life wise, and just everything has been to other people complete shots in the dark, but it made sense for me.
Okay.
So I think the whole album really just chronicles and tells the story of like the past 2 years of my life, maybe somewhere around that, and all the shit that happened and went on. And the whole base idea of the project is just like, yeah, we're fucking burnouts, man, but we're doing what we got to do for us, and that's what matters.
I respect the shit out of that.
Oh yeah.
I respect the ideology. I respect the project and the body of work you put out. I think it's amazing.
Thanks, man.
And you know, I think too that you hit a really key point that Aaron and I have been dealing with for like years now, which is, you know, nobody really believes it until you're already there, and a lot of people just support people that are already on that they don't even know.
100%, man.
How does that make you feel as an artist?
It used to get me really bummed out. Now I kind of know my worth, and I look for, I don't know, it took getting the respect from the people that mattered to me to kind of be like, okay, well, I don't really give a fuck what some random at school or some random person on my Snapchat thinks about me and what I do, because I don't make it for them. I don't do music for them. I do it for me and the people who are like me.
Yes, sir. Hella passion in it. You know, I was to throw it back like 2 years ago, and Self Help came out.
Yeah.
Fire, by the way.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. That was a clean one. But you were on Cal U, right? On their like little radio.
Yeah.
thing? I know you were talking about like self help being like your like escape or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how's music now? Is it still like an escape for you, or?
100%. It's probably more of an escape now because a lot more shit's happened.
Like, I know you were talking about like recently like your relationship thing. So you create a lot of music during that time, or?
Yeah, dude, that, not even just that relationship in particular, but it's kind of like every weird, hard time I go through in my life, I always end up coming out on the other side with better music than I've ever made.
Yeah, Taylor Swift right there.
No, for real. That's like,
That's that see me now shit.
nah, for real. That shit goes though.
Damn.
Yeah, man. When did we first meet?
fucking 2018 November, and I was sitting in
You
the
got
library.
that shit fucking written down.
Yeah,
Yo, he does.
nah,
I respect
I'll never
that.
forget it, man. I
Mm.
was sitting in the library, the studio at the iMedia Center in school. Just like it was Logic, and I'd never opened Logic before, so I was just like, I was trying to make a beat, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put one of the beats that I made at home on and listen to it through the monitors.
There you go. Salute.
So I put it on. I think it was like a Bone sample or something,
Uh-huh.
and I was just listening to it, and you showed up. It was you and two other dudes. I forget who they were.
Shit.
But and you just like sat down and made a beat in like 5 minutes, and they were both like, "Yo, we got to record something on this, Tristin. This is gas." And that
Oh,
shit's no, for real. Like, I got it, like ingrained it into my head. I was like, "All right, I got to catch up to bro."
I love
Sure.
it. I love it. I think I remember that day vaguely now. I remember
Yeah.
people being like, yo, we got to lay something on that. I do remember that.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
my freshman year, man. That was right before I started putting out music too.
Good deal, man. I'm glad that was a positive experience.
Yeah,
Fucking
dude, I'll never forget it.
dude, I think that was Devontae and somebody else.
I think it was Devontae.
Devontae and somebody else was
That
in
shit
there.
is so funny.
Fuck, man. Shit. And you have a working relationship with Lurk, or aka like Mike.
Yeah, that's the homie for real.
Yeah, so how did that relationship foster? What's the story there?
Literally like the same time I met you for the first time. That one's kind of crazy though, like pure chance. Kind of makes you think like it was meant to happen, but we both were friends with this girl named Tiffany, and she threw like a bunch of people into a Snap group chat, and we're all just shooting the shit, like cracking jokes and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned, forget why, but he mentioned that he like wanted to make music and like he writes and he raps, and I was like, that's crazy. I make music too. I'm working on stuff now. I also make beats. Like, let me make you a beat. And he's like, all right, send me the most. You got like 30 minutes. Send me the most obnoxious, hard, like X type beat possible. So
That's so Mike.
no,
Yeah.
for real. So I open my laptop and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna turn the 808 so it's literally clipping the whole fucking thing, and I'm just gonna make like the grossest drum pattern I've ever made. Simple ass melody. I think I found it on Looperman or some shit, and just made it in like 10 minutes. Sent it to him, and ever since like we've been kicking it.
I love that, dude. I love that. And
yeah.
what about Connor? How did that relationship foster?
That one happened. So I knew about him for a minute because he was doing photography.
Mm-hmm.
And he was taking pictures of all my homies. So I was like, I hit him up one day and I was like, yo, your flicks are sick. We should link up. And he was like, I'm actually going to Uniontown with Nate Ginley tonight. You trying to come? I was like, yeah, this is like January 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went, got the flicks. He actually took the photo for the self-help album cover the first time we met.
Word up.
And
Okay.
then I sent it to this one kid that I don't talk to anymore, and he made some edits and did all like the cool shit with the ghosts and everything.
It's fly as fuck, man.
Yeah, man. And so we kept in touch a little bit, and then my WCal interview came up. I was like, because Connor had mentioned to me that he was working on a clothing brand, which eventually became our whole collective Notoriety Society.
Yep.
He
I was about
mentioned
to ask
that,
about that.
and I was like, bro, just come to my interview with me and like shout it out on the radio.
That's fly as fuck. That's
Oh,
that's real homie shit right there.
Yeah, for real. It's been ever since day one of meeting both of them. I mean, we've all had our ups and downs because we're all like so passionately into our own things, and like we're all obviously from different paths of life. But like at the same time, man, I'd die for those dudes. Like they're my fucking best friends.
yeah, respect that. Respect that. Neurology Society. I remember like Connor like hit me up to make a thing, but I'm glad I didn't make it because your guys' like logo for it's like sick.
Yeah.
But like what's going on with that? Like I haven't seen like anything.
Not to speak on
Trying to keep it low key or
well, Connor, I'm not gonna speak on his
yeah, true,
situation,
yeah.
but he's got shit that he's got to figure out as a person first.
Yeah.
That he's going through. He's still the same kid. Like it's never been bad blood between any of us. We've all just gone through certain shit, and we all got to deal with it in our own ways. But it's coming back soon, man. Like we got a lot in store. We got a lot in the works. I was just at his crib like a week ago, just like brainstorming stuff to really bring it back with and like cement what we stand for and what Notoriety Society is, and like kind of come back with a more focused direction.
I was you guys are doing good though for what was going on. Your videos were fly and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing too. We like the videos for everybody was fun. Like we were going everywhere shooting videos for people, but I think now we come back, we want to keep it just us, like exclusive or people that we fuck with.
For sure. Nothing but respect for that too. I think that when people were trying to grow brands and people were trying to build something from the ground up, you need to have like your niche.
Yeah,
And I think that whenever you start to build your portfolio with you guys, that's going to help feed your brands and like your music to other people as well. So I think that's a good move, bro.
yeah, 100%. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Of course. So I don't remember exactly because it might have been a year or two ago.
Mhm.
And with me being in school, I'm like always fucked up.
Oh yeah,
9 months
me
out
too,
of the year.
man.
Um,
I'm in high
now,
school though, so a little
like,
different.
didn't you guys throw a show, or weren't you going to throw a show? Did that like end up going straight through, or no? Because I think it was around the time of the pandemic, like, when it first hit.
Yeah, cause you hit me up and asked me to open for you.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yep. And
And-
that show got canceled.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm really fucking glad it did because I was not ready yet. I don't think I had the music or the confidence behind me yet to do it.
Dude, that's okay.
I
That's
mean,
alright.
it would have been sick regardless. Like,
Yeah.
sucks that it got canceled, but for me personally, I'm glad it did. Cause now, like, I'm at a point where I am ready to play a show,
Right.
and I have dude, I just picked up a backing band. Like, I have a fucking band side project, and they're gonna play it live with me
I
now.
love that.
Yeah,
that's
that's
sick,
sick.
as fuck.
What the-
Yeah.
We're working on something similar for something later down the line, like for this year, for like shit that he and I are working on and my collective down in Pittsburgh. I had a similar situation with like the situation that you had with Mike and the situation that you had with Connor.
Mhm.
I also had with Alex or like Walden Wesley and Joey Mamorelli, like those guys down there.
Yeah.
And I was playing for Montana of 300.
Damn, that would have been a crazy show.
It was a crazy show, but like the reception was not wavy at all.
For
Like,
real?
yeah, like typically like when I used to go out and I knew that I was playing for a certain amount of people,
Yeah.
I knew how many followers I would get, how many people would want to like talk after. Like I had a gauge on it. With this crowd, I had no idea. There were like 400 people or something like that
Yeah.
there. And you know, we get to the venue and we start doing like runs and levels of things like that. Like he's going through his set, I'm going through my set,
Mm-hmm.
and we both do our checks, whatever. He and I are talking and like we're just linking, like we're just syncing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're meshing and it's such a vibe. And then I go up and I go on the stage and I have the crowd for like the first 2 or 3 songs, and then after that it just shits the fucking bed. like people are not into it. They're not digging the semi chubby dude with the man bun
That's
And-
funny as hell. I forgot you
and-
had that.
in the Royal Air
Mhm.
Force Ones. Like they were not the Air Jordan ones. They were not having me. And then he gets up there and he has this song like Bring It Home to Me and bodies it, like kills it. The crowd loves it. And then he has I don't even want to say that. I think he had like a similar experience where people were like not digging something he did,
Mm-hmm.
and Joey was at the show and was like, "Nah, fuck that." Like people that were like saying this negative shit.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things where all 3 of us were in the same place at the same time. And then how Joe and I's relationship fostered was whenever I played AE, I had a DJ like that was gonna come and spin my set.
Mm-hmm.
Dude bailed on me like 2 hours before the show started.
Damn.
Fucking bailed on me 2 hours before the show started. So I called Alex in a panic. I was like, "Bro, do you know anybody that would do this Like, would Joe do this? And Alex was like, absolutely. I called Joe, got his number. Dude drove across the city, came down, and was like just there. And it was like meant to be. And ever since then, we've clicked. We made I Want to Go to Maui and all these crazy songs that are dropping this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what music can do and how it can bring so many people together from different walks of life.
Didn't he just put out some solo shit?
Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe just put out a project. The Way Things Are.
Yeah, I don't think I listened to the whole thing, but I peeped like the first song, and that shit was pretty tight, man. Like,
It was. They murdered that dude. They
Yeah.
murdered those 4 songs.
I was impressed. He's cool as fuck. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we talked on IG for a little bit. I think whenever either my album came out or like one of my newer songs came out, and he had nothing but nice things to say.
That's amazing.
No, as expected, bro.
Respect for him. That was the show you're talking about. That was Justin, right? Or was that before?
The show that I was just talking about
Yeah,
was
Stage AE.
Stage AE. So that was actually like right before the pandemic.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm pretty sure because that was when did the pandemic hit?
March 2020.
Yep. That was
Bro, you got your dates on lock. My God.
yeah, I know. He's like with the
I
shit.
gotta have
yeah.
photographic memory
That's
for
good.
useless shit, man. Like I can't remember where I put my shoes, but I can remember what happened to me when I was 5. Like
Dude,
it's ass.
I have
Oh,
nothing
no.
but respect for that.
Yes, sir.
But that was the Stage AE show was in I think November or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's when that was in 2019. And then the other Justin show was shit, when was that? October?
The one that I went to?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was October.
Yeah. It was in that one was October. Yeah, crazy show. That was a great show.
Yeah, that shit was tight, man. I never really listened to Call Me Charisma before that, but he's all right.
Yeah, he did the thing, dude.
Yeah, he killed it.
He showed up and did the thing. I've seen that drummer before too.
He drums for Justin.
Yep. He drums for Justin Noah. Shout out Noah one time.
Yeah, shout out Noah.
Excellent on the fucking drums.
Yeah, he fucking kills it, man. He's nuts.
excellent. Now, what is the future looking like for you?
Yeah, what's this 2022 about to be like?
Oh, it's gonna be so good, man. I'm not gonna go into crazy detail because I want to surprise
Yep,
everybody.
That's okay. That's
But
okay.
I just so right now I put out 3 songs this year. I put out Drugs solo with my homie Layan from Ireland.
And DM Ultra too, right?
Yeah, with Mike and this other dude Shy Jr. that we both know from a group chat that we're in together.
Word up.
And that DM Ultra was my first ever editorial playlist.
Good shit, dude. That's
Yeah, man.
amazing.
That shit was tight. It's exciting. We're still on it too. I don't think it's one of the personalized ones, so I think we're gonna sit on that for a while.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah, it's tight.
That's fucking incredible.
And then Solo that came out 2 weeks ago is about to hit 5K.
Good fucking deal, dude. I love that for you.
Thanks, man. I
Of
just went up
course.
like 700 monthly listeners, I think.
Good
Ooh,
shit.
damn.
Good shit. That's actually cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, I'm excited.
happy
bro.
for you.
Thank you, man.
Of course.
I gotta shout your shit real quick though too. That Hold Me Down record that you just did.
Yeah.
That like, do more of that, man. That was crazy. Did you like produce, mix, and master it yourself?
So I produced the record, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't engineer it. I've kind of ceased engineering and I passed the mixing, the mastering phase off to Alex.
Okay.
Like he's an excellent engineer.
Yeah, he for real is. That song, even like the little ambient like reverse like ghost vocals in the background and
Yep.
everything, and the crescendos, like the risers going into the hook.
Yep.
Like
holy
that
shit.
whole thing is nuts.
He knows. He's a producer, he's an engineer, he's an artist.
Dude, I study this shit, man.
My God,
Exactly.
you guys on some crazy talk, bro. What is going on?
But no, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, for real.
We like I made that beat. It was another one of those things. It was like the library scenario. Like I just sat there and I made it in 5 minutes. And
Yeah.
then, that day I was just like, "Yo, let's record this." And I've been doing this thing recently where I'm in flow and I try not to write too much. Like I'll just go up to the mic and I'll be like, Like that hook
Yeah,
was honestly a demo hook.
for real.
That was not supposed to be the hook to that song.
It's funny that you mentioned like kind of punching in and freestyling like that too, because that's all I do now.
Yeah.
Like I didn't write a single. I think the only song I wrote on my album was Out West.
Isn't that wild?
Everything else is just freestyle. I think it's easier, man. Like you come up with cooler shit that way.
I heard that.
Then when that change happened, man.
Probably. I think late 2020, maybe like 2021. I don't think I wrote anything besides Out West and like one other song. In 2021, like everything was just freestyled.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, that shit really comes with the fucking ability to just create.
It does.
Yeah.
Like we're all three artists here too. Like he's like designer,
Yeah.
drawing and things like that.
It's all still creative output.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, like we're all creatives here, and that process for me was completely freeing. I have to say that.
No, it's way less stressful too. Cause like when I write something down and I read it back, I fucking hate it. Like I can't stand it, man. But if I freestyle like a hook or something and I hear like the melody and all the effects, like not the finished product, but like a rough idea of what it's gonna sound like after production and everything's finished, like I love it so much, and that's what gets me addicted to making that song. That's why I make like every session, like I make a song or I get the song finished in like one session.
Yeah.
And then I go back in and like do intricate little details and shit and tap in.
Dang. That was like Juice's. You listen to Juice?
Yeah.
That was like his biggest thing, bro. And, like,
That's
that's what you're doing, bro. That's crazy.
That's who put me on to doing that. Him and Leroy. Like I saw this video of Leroy just freestyling melodies over a guitar and I was like, fuck this, I gotta do that.
Pulled out the uke.
No, for real, man.
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
You come up with such better shit too, in my opinion at least. For me.
No, I'm with that. Alex really gave me the push to do that because I would always sit down like it's a fucking assignment, like a dweeb, and be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like I need to write this shit. Like, and he'd be like, no, just chill out, like hold the mic, sit in the chair, do some melodies, and if some words come out, let them come out.
Yeah, that's the best way in my opinion. Because whenever I write too, like I overthink the next bar. And now like I'm still breaking the habit of overthinking like what I should say on a song, but now like I try to just let it flow. And then if I don't like a line later, then I'll change it.
I think that as an artist, like we have to realize that nothing is concrete. Like that's something that I've come to realize, and it's helped me with music.
Yeah.
Like just because I record this song today doesn't mean that this has to be the version.
100%. You can change the whole song.
Exactly.
You can go through 4 different beats. I've done that before. Like, just go through like multiple fucking beats of the same song, and then sometimes I'll just scrap the whole thing and then take the acapella and just produce the beat around it instead of using the other 4 beats. Like, it just depends on the song.
This music shit's crazy, bro.
No, there's layers to this shit, man. But
yeah, peel it back. We can peel it back.
oh yeah.
Try to take a different direction, bro.
How's life going, man? How's life been treating you, bro?
For me,
Yes, sir.
it's up and down. I mean, I'm happy to be here.
Mm.
I'm lucky as fuck for the opportunities I've gotten this year and what I got coming.
We're happy to have you, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yeah.
I know we've been trying to like link and connect, and it's just like it's super hard with your schedule, my schedule, and
Yeah, we live vastly different lives, but I mean, we're all at the end of the day, man. We're all from Connellsville, Pennsylvania.
yes, sir,
So
for sure.
to some degree, like we gotta respect each other. We gotta stick together.
Yeah, that connected shit.
That's a conversation that I remember having with you vaguely like a month or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been, you know. I feel like there's a lot of animosity amongst people
100%, man.
to where people don't want to share shit
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason that is, and I've grown to accept it, but it's just like, when are we gonna learn that like someone else's success is also our success?
Yeah, and like that's on them to figure out. Like I used to get super butthurt whenever people in the scene or whatever wouldn't like hit me back or like wouldn't like show love to me when I show love to them or whatever. Like, it was always a one-sided relationship, and like the more I grow up, the more I realize they're fucking losing out if they don't take that opportunity.
Oh, definitely.
So it doesn't matter to me. Like, I know my own worth.
Yeah.
I know who I fuck with. That's all that I care about.
Dang. So, now that you're like 18 and shit, you're a senior, yeah, in
Mhm.
high school. This music thing, you want to do this forever?
100%, man. Even if I'm not dropping, like, I'll be making music forever.
So, do you got any other plans though? Like, you going to school after or what?
I don't want to go to school after. I'm pretty ass at school as it is. Like,
Hey,
they're
yo.
fucking trash. But I mean, I'm gonna take a gap year and see if I can pull something together and figure it out. Because I mean, I really think I can. And then if I can't, then I'll fucking go to school for something.
Dang. All I'm gonna say about the gap year thing is, they end up lasting a couple years usually.
Probably.
Yeah. So, this is just putting it out there.
Dude.
Nah, but hey, yo, I respect like your craft is like super good, bro. So
Thanks,
I
man.
definitely think you got like a hell of a future ahead of you, bro. So
For sure, man.
yeah, definitely keep up your shit, bro. For
I
real.
appreciate that, for real.
Yeah, of course,
So,
bro.
like, bro, like I could sing self help for you right now.
That's so crazy.
Like that shit is so fire.
That's
bro.
crazy to me
I
that
love
people
that.
still listen to that shit, man. Like, like, I'll get videos sent of people listening to like Paranoid or whatever. And I'm like cringing the whole time. Like, how
Yeah,
the
you're like, oh, I appreciate you, but man,
no, for real. Like, I just put out 12 new songs on a fucking album, and you're still listening to I'm so sick of feeling paranoid.
Mm.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Thanks, though.
I feel the same. I feel the
said
same
thanks,
way
though.
about going. I'm
Man.
like, oh my god, can you just stop playing that song? Like,
Yeah,
like
for
it was
real.
5 years ago. Like we're heading on 6 now. There's like
Mm.
60
No,
other
that's
songs.
the classics, bro. It's the
See Me Now is
classics.
bigger than that song, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, See Me Now
Yeah.
popped off. I remember when that happened.
Dude.
I don't remember the date, though. That's one where I lost the date.
He said, I got
shit.
everything on lock except for
Yeah,
that one
dude.
thing.
Except for that See Me Now drop date. I can't remember that shit.
Dude, I think it was like the end of
This,
November.
this dude don't even know the drop date.
I really don't, and it was a big moment too.
It happens.
But no, that was a crazy time. I had so much controversy around that song.
How so? If you can go into it.
Well,
We could turn the camera off if you want to talk about that. But
turn the camera
Like,
off.
Flight reacts.
It was just, like it's a breakup song. It was a.
yeah.
I'll be very honest and say that, looking back is almost like turning 22 in September.
Fuck.
Like, hey,
You're
yo,
old
chill the
as
fuck
fuck.
out, yo,
Yeah.
chill the fuck out. My hairline ain't gone yet. Like, let's
Yeah.
let's reel it in.
God damn.
No, I like when I made that song. Looking back, I was angry as fuck and I was hurt.
Yeah.
And I won't dive into the details of the situation because I'm past that. My ex and I are on good terms, but
Yeah.
in the video, like all of the stuff that she had bought me over the years, like in the promo video, I'm beating the fuck out of it. and
Oh, that's
stomping
what's
on it.
in the trash bag.
Yeah, and I threw it in the trash bag
Funny
and
as hell.
kicked the trash can over, and I promoted it on Instagram.
That's so
Eh,
fucking
Like,
funny.
I dropped some money to get that promoted.
So
like-
everybody saw that shit.
Everybody saw it. Like, and there were some people that were associated with her that were like, take it down, take it down. Like, and they were like, people were commenting, this is so immature. And you know what? It was fucking wrong of me to do it, but goddamn if that wasn't brilliant promotion.
Yeah, it blew that shit up, man. Like,
Oh man. And that was literally that was a perfect storm. Like, I put that song out and then I played Stage AE with Justin, and it was like just a tidal wave.
yeah, dude.
And then that led us into 2020, and we put out 30 songs that year.
Yeah, you were doing weekly for most of the year, weren't you?
Yep, up until I remember this date, August 24th. Until August 24th, we were doing a song a week.
Damn. Yeah, that's kind of the situation that I was in when I wrote Hellbound in 2018. That deep cut song that like kind of inspired the album. Like, I was just pissed off and fucked up about that situation. And I mean, I didn't shoot a video for it in like destroy her personal belongings, but
Hey,
But-
yo.
Shots fired, bro.
but
Shots fired.
no tea, no shade. But
no.
nah, like that song was really hard for me to put out, but also really therapeutic for me to put out. Cause it's probably to this day one of my most raw, honest songs. Like the mix on it's not perfect, the vocal recordings aren't perfect. Like it's kind of all over the place, and it's kind of this mess of a song, and that's honestly why I like it so much. Like it's just this like 2-minute long stream of consciousness and just fucking agony that was like that situation. And it became something that I mean, I wouldn't say I'm as proud of it now as I was then, because I got way better shit I'm sitting on, but like as far as like a step towards being more open and more vulnerable and overcoming that situation in particular, it's like I'm really happy that I made that song.
Aaron, I'm gonna ask you this question, and JT, the same thing
Yes,
applies to you. But how do you feel about evolution, not only as people but as artists? Like, this is something that I struggle with for a long time. I'll tell you a story. I was talking to Alex, and I was like, "Man, I feel like this back catalog of music that I have is good, but it's not it. It doesn't have that it factor."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't want to put out this music because it's stellar music. Like the shit, like we did Sprite and Martell, then we did Hold On to Me,
Yeah.
and now we have another one coming out next week that's like the whole thing is going like this, right?
Yeah. Is that Snowden song even?
Yeah,
Promo?
I'll play it for you too.
Yeah, that
before
shit
you dip
sound
out of here.
crazy.
Um,
It's like some Arizona Zervis type shit almost.
damn. Okay, I didn't even think of that, but salute. I'll take the compliment.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, I feel like if somebody hears this song and then they go back and listen to something else, they're gonna be like, oh, this guy isn't it. Like, I'm passing, I'm moving on.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about evolution as artists, and where do you stand with it?
All I'm gonna say is 2014 Forest Hills Drive and the Fall Off are all fire.
Yeah,
That's my stance on evolution.
period.
True.
I'm with that. JT,
All I'm gonna say is, but,
see me now.
see me now. Hold On to Me is fire.
Salute. I
But
appreciate you, bro.
anyway, nah, I think evolution as an artist is important. I've been on all streaming platforms for the majority of my career at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it takes a lot in me to not like rip self-help down and like take all the old shit down because I hate it so much.
I heard that.
But but I know it's important to some people, and I know I kind of like seeing, like, my first ever song I released is still on my SoundCloud, and it's dog shit.
Dude.
But it's like, Mike literally said it too. Like, he leaves all the old music up so you can see the evolution and the
You can see your
progress.
progress, bro, for sure.
And that was a big thing with the album too. Like, I knew that the album wouldn't get streamed that much, which it did pretty decent. I think it got like 7 or 8K total. But
Good shit.
thanks, man.
Of course.
But I just wanted to, like, cause I knew that this year was gonna do a lot for me, and I wanted to fill up that back catalog. Cause number one, before that, I only had maybe 15 songs out on streaming platforms.
How many are you at now?
I'd say close to 30.
Good shit, dude.
But and I got like 20 to release this year. Like, I got so many fucking songs, dude.
A fucking man.
But
Amen.
so I definitely I forget what I was gonna say or where I was going. Oh yeah. I wanted to fill up that back catalog and have like a project that new people can come to and like listen to the full way and kind of get an idea of what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And my even stylistically, like, my interests have changed. When I first started, I think the first ever song I made, I rapped over a fucking Nav type beat.
Word up.
And
okay.
like to now where it's like, I mean, the album is like a prime example of it too. Like, okay, so he's doing some like, excuse me, he's doing some like hyper pop shit over here.
Mhm.
Then he's got like a full band pop punk song right here, and then he's got like this crazy like, he's got like a Chief Keef type beat here. I think Fake Friends is a Chief Keef type beat
Yeah, for sure.
that my homie made, and it was just like, it's just like every different song, like, it's cohesive, but it's versatile as well. Like I'm tapping into every single sound that I wanted to tap into. And it's like it's so much more like evolution to me is like keeping the same roots but just taking it so many different places. Like you're look at it think of like a tree, man. Like
Hey, yo, this guy
Yeah,
sounds
okay.
like me.
I sound like I'm tripping sack right now, but fucking okay, so you got your roots like down here, right? And the tree roots are, I mean, they spread out, but like relatively in the same place. And then you got the trunk, and then up here's this just beautiful fucking canopy that spreads out into so many different places. And that's kind of how I see my evolution was like the album still has like elements from self-help. It has elements from Sweet Life of JT Fritz. It has elements from all the music that I've put out before, plus new stuff, all meshed into one, and it's also like so much more next level than everything I did before it.
For sure.
And then the new shit is just building on that. I've got like 7 full band pop punk songs that I gotta put out this year at some point.
I fucking love that.
It's insane.
I love that.
Very dynamic, man.
Yeah.
Would you still like? Would you consider yourself like alternative still? Like I've seen like a thing where you said you were an alternative artist.
I'd say, yeah, I'd say I'm primarily like alternative experimental hip hop. I mean, more and more as I go, I find myself rapping less and doing more like different shit. But at the same time, like my homie Aaron and me just did like a Young Thug type song. Shout out Ellis, by the way. That's the homie. But and we just like hopped on a Young Thug type song and I fucking rapped on it, and then we did this crazy like like syncopated drums, like R&B kind of like vibe. So I'm kind of getting pulled back into rap right now too, especially working on Sweet Life Volume 2. I kind of want to do that hyper pop rap stuff more.
Okay.
But I don't know, the more I go, the more I find myself doing like less rap and more other stuff. Like I've been doing a lot of pop punk shit lately.
Mm-hmm.
And I think cuz I grew up on that shit, like that's my favorite genre ever. Like I remember, I'll never forget like skating around elementary school, middle school, listening to like Green Day.
I was just gonna say Green Day was the shit.
Yeah, dude.
Back in the
I saw them
fucking day.
live in August. That shit was nuts.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Where were they at?
PNC.
PNC Park.
Yeah,
Good shit.
that was a life-changing show, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was classic shit. Did you listen to Green Day when you were younger, Aaron?
I don't know the fuck Green Day.
You don't know,
Bro, you never heard Boulevard of Broken Dreams?
You know,
I've heard September.
Waking up
when September ends.
Yeah,
Is
they're
that
the whole
even
reason I
Green Day?
picked up guitar, man. Like,
American Idiot, like,
Stacy's mom's got it going on.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Green Day. Yeah.
I figured they all look the same, kinda.
dude.
Straight this, bro. That's a
He's
That-
about to get
wasn't
flamed
this.
in these comments, dog.
Yeah, I know. He's about to meet the fucking wrath of God.
No, for real. You gotta watch you don't get struck by lightning when you fucking
Yeah.
live, man. But
Smart.
yeah, so I find myself more and more just trying out different shit. Like I'm making the best music in my opinion I've ever made right now. And it's all like there's still elements of rap in it, but I'm like leaning more into different genres as well. And it's like especially the pop punk shit though, like I dreamed of being in a band when I was a kid. And like if I go back in time and show 6th grade me my most recent song, he wouldn't know what to think. Like,
I heard that. You go back and listen to Sandman, then you listen to fucking Hold On to Me. Just
yeah,
shit bricks.
no, for real. But back to the question of like evolution. I think that evolution for an artist, like you always want to keep your roots in the same shit that you started out with, the same kind of values and what you liked starting out, and you just want to kind of. It's like a palette, man. You can just constantly add on to it. Like, there's no rules.
Roger that, bro. Roger that. So, what do you want to know, bro? What do you want to know from us? Like, what questions do you have? Anything that we never got to discuss before?
I'd say my biggest question for you is, like, I mean, how involved are you in the Pittsburgh scene? Like, how many connects do you have in the Pittsburgh scene? Like, who do you fuck with?
To keep it short and sweet, I'd say that I know a good bit of people. I've been around. I'm not in it like that all the time because I have to be here so much because of school.
Yeah.
But I try and go down and see Alex and see all those guys as much as I can, and we discuss things all the time as to how we can push things and move things forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say that's the best answer that I could give there.
Oh yeah. I mean, for me, like just now starting to get into it, it's cool. Like, I think that my sound in particular is very different from the most of the Pittsburgh scene.
For sure.
Like,
For sure.
but it's cool though. Like, do you know who Ellis is?
Dude, I don't want to say yes and I don't want to say no. The name sounds familiar, but I probably couldn't put a face to it.
He's from like the Bell Vernon area.
Okay.
He's homies with like Mo the Natural and shit.
Okay. Yeah.
But just went to his crib like 2 weeks ago. We cooked up. And it's like his sound is so much different than mine, but the records we made are like fucking sick, dude. Like
Yeah.
This one we did over Mo's beat is like, I don't know. That's like the syncopated boom, boom, one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like that shit is crazy. And I never would have picked that beat if it wasn't for like him.
Yeah, I think that collaboration is beautiful in that sense because Alex comes from this R&B centric world and soul and things like that. So his melodies and his cadences are easily transmittable for him. Like he can lay 20 different melodies
Yeah.
and create these dense records. Like Sprite and Martell was a record like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was really R&B and people heard me in a completely different pocket there.
Yeah, I remember when you first played the snippet, I was like, ooh, like I've never heard you on this shit before.
Yeah. I remember I played it for Aaron. What did you think of that when you first heard it, Aaron?
Bruh, you already know. I said that shit was beautiful.
Yeah, he was like, brought to your
Yeah, no, everything's like changing, bro. Like,
And that video is of you dancing in Ruvos, right?
oh yeah, dude,
That
that
shit
was
is so funny.
that was like Montana 300 days right there, where I was like breaking it down. Shout out Nathan Stefano one time. He used to work across the street
Yeah.
at Kickstand, and we were all tight through high school.
Yeah.
So we would be closing up around the same time. And we would always look across the street and fuck with each other the whole time. But yeah, I was getting down to whatever the fuck I was listening to in there. It was probably like,
some Frank Sinatra.
hey, dude, we would turn the fuck up in Ruvos whenever it closed. Let me tell you.
What does Ruvos even play in there, man? Like, what do you guys listen to?
When we were working, he would have on a playlist, so it would be like Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and all these like 50s classics. And
Taste.
listen, that's actually how I got started in performing.
For real?
I don't know if you knew that or not,
Nah.
but I would go to retirement homes and I would sing Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and all these cats for like $200 an hour
That's fire.
and just go there and pop up and play that and then leave. And then I was like, man, I'm tired of doing this dumb shit. I want to go get a job. And my mom was like, well, you can either go sing this shit or get a job. And I was like, I'm getting a job. Let's go somewhere. And that's how I ended up at Ruvos.
That's fire. First time I ever performed was for like Atkins does this like yearly performance thing, and I just started taking guitar lessons there. And I did fucking Good Riddance by Green Day. Like struggled through it because this is like early 6th grade me. I'm like 12, just picked up a guitar like 4 months ago. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know how to play a G.
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 chords, so I'm just like stumbling through it and trying to sing over it, and I guess people liked it. It gassed me up, so
He said, I got that big head.
yeah, I got the senior citizen cosign.
Can you do that like Charlie Puth thing where he like can just like hear a tone and just what's that shit called?
Perfect pitch.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do that shit. I don't even know music theory like that. I'm in like school band. I play trombone in school band, but I like even
shout out
music.
to trombone.
Hey, shout out to trombone, bro. Slotty boy.
Yeah,
I love that.
4th grade, bro. They had me out there.
I was
Well, I
playing
wasn't. I didn't get to be out there, but I was the trombone for like a day.
Played
Oh
this-
yeah, man.
played the sousaphone, had those fucking wooden picks. I'd always split them. So I was blowing too hard. Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Chill, chill.
I gotta go. What the fuck?
He said, "I gotta get the fuck out of here."
But yeah, man. So I don't know any like music theory or stuff like that. I can read music on trombone and like kind of struggle through it on guitar, but like everything else is just self-taught and like kind of understanding like I don't know any note names.
Hmm.
Or I know note names, but like I don't know how keys work and shit. I just click buttons on like my keyboard or whatever until it sounds good.
That
That's the wave.
That
No,
was one
for
of the
real.
fucking first things Emily said when she came down here. She looked at the setup and she was like, "Hey, yo, this looks like a fucking casting couch. What the fuck's going on?" Like,
God damn.
because
So
like,
this is why you wanted me here.
oh shit.
Oh fuck.
And initially we were gonna try to like get guests to sit in the middle,
Yeah.
and then she was like, "No, I'm not comfortable with that."
That's so funny.
And we understood because we were like, she was like, "I'm just gonna sit on the end," and I was like, "I understand."
Yeah, I
But-
mean, that's so funny, bro. I can't believe that.
Oh my god, dude,
That's hilarious.
that was a fun show. Like we had a fucking blast with her here, bro.
Yeah, she's cool as fuck.
Yeah, we love her. She's amazing.
She's funny.
Oh damn. So you are about to graduate
Yeah.
right around the corner.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
Scary as fuck.
Yeah. The real world, man, it's whack, bro.
Yeah.
You-
I'm getting my own taste of it now. Even before I graduate, like, just with family issues and shit like that. And like
You good?
yeah, I'm cooling.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
We're
cool.
here. We're here if you need us.
I
dude.
appreciate it, man.
Of course.
Just like, I guess I'll talk about it because I've never really talked about it before. But
Yeah, if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too.
bro.
yeah,
whatever
I'll
you feel
tap into it a
comfortable
little
with.
bit. I'll give them what they want to know. Yeah. So my mom has like ALS.
I'm
You know
so
what that
sorry.
is?
Yeah, I
that's
do. I
unfortunate.
do.
Sorry about that, man.
All right, it's life, I guess. But yeah. So she got diagnosed with it like a year and 2 months ago, like a year and a half, maybe at most ago, and like ever since it's been like super just like downward spiral with her situation. It's not like completely a terrible situation because it's kind of brought us together. Like I used to have pretty big beef with my stepdad, and now we're kind of like as functional as we can be, teaming up to handle shit. And like I'm getting pretty tight with my dad now. Like my dad's always been present in my life, but he's making like a lot more of an effort to communicate and like understand things than maybe he would have if this never happened. So I mean, it's not all bad, but yeah, I mean, like I think your mom being really sick is the biggest reality check you could ever have.
That is a
Yeah,
huge fact.
Definitely.
That was a big outlet for me. Like that's how music became an outlet for me.
Yeah. That's how, I mean, not that situation in particular, but I remember when my grandpa died right before I started like releasing music. And then like the more I write, the more I realize like damn, this helps me so much.
Mm-hmm.
The more I like put out music and I get like messages from people, it's like even if I wanted to quit one day, I don't think I could, man. 'Cause like as long as there like maybe there's only 5 people that are really connecting with what I'm saying right now. But like that's all I care about, man. Like it makes me feel heard, you know? Like somebody's connecting, somebody feels heard and understood by listening to me. And then I feel understood. I feel like somebody else gets it cuz they get it. Like they say they get it and they're connecting with it. Like as an artist, I've always wanted to build a community instead of just a fan base.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page there,
Yeah.
and especially with what he and I are doing now. But nonetheless, I digress. Continue.
What was the fucking question again? Being old, graduating. Yeah, man. I mean, other than that, just like I just quit my job at UPS 2 months ago because I fucking hated it.
Bro, UPS
So
is
ass.
so whack, bro.
No, it was so ass.
He also worked there.
For real? How long did you work there for?
3 months. About.
I was there a year and 3 months.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I was fucking working my way up. And then I just I got sick of being bullied by the higher ups. They treat you like shit there. But then again, they can't really do anything because you're in the union.
Mm.
So I always used to like fuck with my managers. Like, okay, I'll tell this one story.
Shit.
So we had this area coordinator named Wooly. I don't know why we called him Wooly, but dude's like he looks like a fucking skinny bear. Like he's like 6'4".
Damn, shout out Cody one time.
He's like 6'4", full like beard, neck and all, and then he's just got like I can't even remember what kind of haircut he had, but he was like a hairy motherfucker. Like his eyebrows were 3 inches wide. It's nuts. But he was up top on our belt one day. I'm not gonna go into crazy detail about how the building's structured because it's like this whole fucking system and it literally has no effect in the story whatsoever. But so he's up top on like the higher part of the belt, and I was a loader, so I'm in my truck loading. And so whenever you have like a heavier package or a heavier like shipment that can't come down the belt, they're called E-regs.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody has to take them off a different belt and then throw them up onto your truck. So our E-reg guy Derek comes through and he throws me like fucking 16 semi-truck tires, something crazy in the middle of like the 7 o'clock rush. So not only am I getting buried from what's coming up like the small shit on the belt, I'm getting just semi-truck tire after semi-truck tire thrown at me.
Shit.
So I'm like, holy fuck, man. I did not sign up for this.
Hey, but you were ripped afterwards, though.
Yeah. I think I put on weight working there, actually, but I was strong as fuck. But, so I'm buried in there, and there's a little jam, like, at the top part of the chute that throws all the stuff down into my belt, or into my truck. And I hear the pickoff guy that throws all the packages from the belt into the chute that comes onto my truck. He's yelling. I was in Albany, New York. That was the truck. He's yelling, Albany, Albany, Albany. And I'm like, motherfucker, I literally have 16 semi-truck tires sitting right here blocking my exit. Give me a fucking minute. So I'm rolling them back in. This is so funny. I'm rolling them back, and I finally get them cleaned up. And I'm just now going out to go break the jam at the top of the chute and continue the flow, and I hear Wooly yell down from up top, Albany, break your jam! And I was so pissed. I, like, looked up at him, and I just yelled, I'm fucking working on it, asshole!
Jesus Christ.
Damn, bro. The higher-up's getting fucked up.
And he goes, huh? And I just see him sprint down the belt. And he hops down on top, like, right above where I'm at. And he's like, just call me an asshole. I was like, yeah, dude.
Goddamn.
He's like, you don't get to call me an asshole whenever you're in there fucking jerking off, ignoring your pick off, whatever. He went off on me, but I didn't care because it was funny as hell. But, yeah, so that's like a daily occurrence at UPS. So I got the hell out of there.
Damn. Did you drop any music afterwards or no?
Yeah.
Yo, fuck you, Wooly.
That's what I
Them
mean.
caterpillar eyebrows.
Nah, I for real thought about, like, making a song about that. I still might, but I'm not really, like, mad about it anymore. I'm just glad I'm out. But, I think my last day was supposed to be the day that Drugs came out, January 21st, and then I just did not fucking go to my last day. I was like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
Hey. That's...
When?
No, but, like, you know how UPS became, like, just, like, trivial right there, you know? It probably started out good. But how about the music? Is it becoming trivial for you, or is it still something that you're super passionate about?
I'm still super passionate about it. Now I know, like, when to take a breather.
Yeah.
I know how to not force myself to finish a song. Because, like, I used to do that, and then I'd hate the song in the end anyway. So if I'm not feeling it, fucking, I don't know, go to the gym, go for a drive, like, do something else.
Heard that.
Because then I'll come back and I'll make something better than what I would have thought of anyway.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
Love that. So, like, are you ready to get out?
High school or?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I was itching.
Part of me, yeah, but I know that once I'm out, like, it's it.
What do you mean?
Like,
let me
No, I know
rewind
what
for a
it
second.
means, bro.
Let me rewind for a second. What do you mean? That's it.
like, once I'm out of high school, bro, like, I've been doing that same shit, same routine for 13 years with just minor variations, like a different building, different time. Like, once I'm out, like, That's it. You don't go back. Like, that part of your life is over.
Are you saying that in a negative, positive way, or just a neutral way?
And a both kind of. Like,
Okay.
it's good because you're not going to be around the stereotypical, miserable fucking high school environment. But at the same time, it's like, dude, some of my best memories are the dumb shit that we did.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, high school really does stick with you your whole life, and it's
Yeah.
such a small period of time.
Now, it's 4 years, and it's the most defining 4 years of your life,
Yeah, it's, like,
oftentimes.
insane.
Like-
Yeah, I found that I was itching to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I was itching to get the fuck out of there. I remember my last year, my senior year. I was taking college courses in the morning, and then I'd drive to high school, and I'd get there in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And my first class is a music theory class, and then I had like English and one other course because I had 7th period, 8th period, 9th period. And
Here, go ahead. Continue. My bad.
oh no, you're good. I just couldn't take it anymore. I was ready to get the fuck out of there. I was like, I hated that I even had to come because I only needed one class.
Yeah.
I just needed English to graduate, and that was it. Because I had all my other credits.
Mm-hmm.
It was just sitting there. I was like, fuck, man. I got to do this for 9 months. And then it came and passed. And you know what? I wish I would have soaked up the experience more when I was there because I didn't.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm starting to do now. Like, I'm trying to just enjoy my time there. I'm going to be completely real with you. I skipped like a month straight. Like, I got like 45 absences.
Dude,
Like, if I miss any more, I get fined. But,
Damn.
I got beef with a truancy officer there.
Beatty,
I think so.
I don't know if I can say her name on this shit. But,
I'll just block it out.
yeah,
dude,
anonymous person that gets me in a shit ton of trouble. Continue.
do you remember this incident? I had 3 lates.
Yeah.
I had
and
3 lates. Like, my GPA was a 4.0.
they called
sh-
you down to the office.
And she was like, why are you late? And I was like, the fuck, what the fuck do you mean? I got to drive 40 minutes to get here from college.
Yeah.
Like, you can check my GPA. I got a 4.0. But there's motherfuckers who play sports that roll up to class every day late as fuck and are failing. And y'all are cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
I was mad as hell. I would get heated all the time.
Bro, I got 61 lates right now, and they haven't found my ass yet.
Oh
I don't know
my
what I'm
God.
doing, man. October was not school for me, man. I was sleeping till like 2:30, going to work, and then fucking wasting away. But I also made some cool songs, so it was kind of worth it. But
You got like 6 or 8 weeks left, bro. Just keep it pushing. You
Oh,
got it.
I mean, I'm not trying to pay $300, so I got it.
That's it.
First time I'm late, 300. Second time I'm late, 500. Third time, 700, and then it starts getting a little pricey.
Aaron knows that I'm probably the asshole that would be like, fucking run it up.
Well, if I'm late once, I'll probably be like, yeah, put it on my fucking tab, asshole. Let's keep going. But nah, I can't be doing that. And I'm kind of glad it happened because now I'm forced to go and like I can experience my senior year ending the proper way, which is not happening from my fucking bed.
Salute to that realization, bro.
Yeah, it took a lot of growing up to realize that. Because I mean, last year, like, yeah, I got to talk about last school year. I probably went a total of 20 days.
Hey, yo, and you still got through?
Bro, yeah, I had to go to I had to go to summer school.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I had to take 2 classes over
That's
the summer.
okay. You mean you still push through it?
Yeah,
Shit.
I mean, last year, nah, because they let you skip last year. Like, we had to do our own attendance last year. And you could
What?
pick asynchronous virtual. So, like, every day, my mom knows I did this shit now, so it's cool I could say this. But, like, every day, every day, like, I'd act like I'm going to school, and then I'd link up with the homies outside of New Breed and go to IHOP.
Oh, dude. I haven't had
Yeah.
IHOP in such a long time.
Oh my gosh, bro.
That
was
was-
reckless.
Yeah, that was fucking wild. That was fun, though, man.
Oh, but there you go. There's those high school times though that you're gonna fucking remember for
I'll
fucking
never forget that
years to
shit.
come.
I'll never forget the times we got caught and still got away with it somehow.
Salute.
But it's crazy that you're like you're grown now, dude. I remember I think the first time we meet up, we had to like pick you up and stuff. It's
Yeah,
like,
dude. Now I got the Civic to do that for me.
yes, sir.
I know he's got the whip now,
Oh yeah, man.
big boy toy. You know.
It's crazy. It is kind of cool too, doing music since my freshman year. Like, it's cool in the fact that like people who are tuned in now are kind of watching me become a man.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
It's like I was a fucking baby when I started, bro.
You were,
Like,
Yeah.
and like to now where I got a patchy ass beard, but it's there.
Hey,
Like,
just gotta massage it. Use some beard oil.
Yeah, dude, get some supplements, you'll be alright.
Yes, sir.
You gonna keep going too, man. I mean, I remember being right where you are. Like, I'm not trying to sound like an old head because I'm not, but
Okay, whatever you say.
hey now,
Nah,
Yeah.
fucking
but
with you. Go ahead.
hey now. But I remember being where you were, and I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Like, I can still pretty much remember the day that we went, and like, I remember going back to our elementary school, like when we were kids, like
yeah.
during that high school graduation process,
I'm looking
and like
forward to that.
going to say goodbye to all your teachers and getting in your cars and driving away the last time. Like, I remember all that
Yeah,
very
shit's
vividly.
Sad, though, for
Yeah.
real.
It's sad, but it's beautiful. I think that's a beautiful part of life, is realizing when a chapter is ending and when a new one's beginning.
Yeah, it's accepting change is the hardest and the most rewarding thing you can do for yourself.
Definitely.
And like I'm still learning how to do that to this day, but I think this year especially, like quitting my job too, like I purposely kind of like threw myself in the fire of changing around everything that I'd gotten used to. And like I've adapted, like I kind of learned how to accept change and just take it with a grain of salt.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
man.
That's how you evolve, man, on that earlier topic shit. For real, accepting that change.
Dude, what are you ordering at IHOP?
Fucking pancakes, man.
What kind? You
Bro,
going
you're a
like,
pancake guy?
Yeah, bro, those shit
Bro.
slap.
Oh my god, waffles and chicken?
I ain't never had waffles and chicken.
Yeah, I'm
but-
not
Well, that's
rocking
chicken
with
and
it.
waffles, but you
I'm
know.
not rocking with waffles and chicken, but I fuck with waffles. As far as pancakes go, like, I don't know, just give me like chocolate chips or something. Make it not plain, and you got me.
Dude, I remember when I would be a kid, I would put butter on the pancakes, and then I would use like a little bit of syrup. Like, I'm talking like maybe
No,
a
you gotta
quarter
drown this
size.
shit, bro.
Yeah, bro, I was waterboarding my shit.
Like, bro, no.
Eh.
So you're doing shit wrong.
Yeah. Hey, you know how it goes sometime. Shit. Fuck, man. Favorite fast food chain.
Favorite fast food chain? Fuck. My favorite. I can tell you my favorite food spot off the top. I gotta think about fast food chain.
We can just roll with the off the top
Favorite
favorite spot.
China Buffet, bro. Mount Pleasant.
I always hear good shit about that place.
Yeah,
but
Mike
Never
put me
been.
on. You go there like 8:25 right before they start closing. This is secret. I'm letting y'all into some fucking serious
shit.
information. But you go there like right when they're closing, because normally you have to weigh out like stuff you want to take home up front on the scale, and they'll make you pay for it. But you wait till like 8:30, 8:45 when they start closing up shop, and they'll just start fucking throwing food at you because they want to throw it away.
Yo.
Damn.
That's a
Industry
clutch
secret,
move.
bro.
No, for real. I go there, eat a meal, and take like 3 home with me, man. Like, it's so nice.
You fuck with sushi?
Yeah.
You got to go to a spot in Morgantown. It's called Ogawa. Super good. I went down there like right when I was making the Connect EP,
Mm-hmm.
and I dropped a fucking sack on some sushi there. It's so good,
I
man.
don't know how people can eat sushi.
It's
bro.
so good.
Sushi's gas. Get that wasabi out of my face, though. Fuck that.
No, I put a little piece on there.
You fuck with wasabi.
Dude, I'm a lunatic.
Yeah.
I know we haven't spent much time together, but I can tell you I'm a maniac. Like, I love shit like that.
That tells me so much about you, man.
Brother
He likes the
wasabi.
spicy shit.
I do. I love spicy everything. I love wasabi. I love Latina women.
Bro, spicy
Man.
shit fucks
Yeah.
me up, dude. My nose is dying, my eyes is crying.
Mm-hmm. I look like I'm high as fuck.
It's a shame, bro.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, yo. My nose is dying, my eyes is crying.
Bars, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
put me on,
shit.
put me on.
Genius interview coming soon.
Oh man. Well shit, bro. Aaron, you have anything else you want to ask? Anything else you want to talk about?
Oh man. Did you fail your driver's test the first time?
Fuck no.
Okay, I respect
I had
that.
like 3 extra months to prepare for that shit because I was eligible March 2020,
Mm.
and then shutdown happened and you couldn't go anywhere, so that none of the DMVs were open. So I had to
Oh,
wait.
so you got the no people in the car shit too, or
No, I got one dude in the car. I went to this spot in Pittsburgh called
oh,
it
you
was
went to
some
the
driving
Berg?
school because they were the first people that were open.
Mm.
And they gave me like an hour and a half long run through of like the test, like a lesson before the test. So I basically finessed my way through my driver's license, but yeah, I fucking got that shit first try.
Hey, respect, bro. I
Good
done
deal.
failed.
JT, bro, do you have anything else you want to ask? Anything you want to know from us?
Let me think. How long have you been making music, Tristan?
Since I was 14, so heading on 7 years right now. 7 years in a month, and then like first song came out when I was, I think 15. So
Oh yeah, same here.
6 to 8 years, yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah, okay. I do have something I want to talk about because
Yeah.
I was thinking about it on the way here, and I was like, I wonder who dudes' influences are because I know you like. I think you mentioned like Cole and like Nipsey before and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and like I was thinking about like who got me to like start making music and shit, and I figured like I don't know. I don't get to nerd out a lot about artists with people a lot, so
Oh no, like dude, but we're here for it.
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
Bro, let's hear yours, bro.
my biggest influences.
Yeah, go ahead, and then I'll
Um,
give you mine.
When I first got into rap, y'all can flame me for this in the comments, by the way. My fucking first rappers were corny as hell. But when I first got into rap, besides like obviously like Eminem, like and because everybody listened to Eminem at least once in their life.
Yeah, man, dude, like I'm not even gonna call that corny because
No, that's
Well,
that's a
you can't
certified
miss
top
him, man. He's
5.
everywhere. Like you think of rap, at some point you gotta think of Eminem. Like
well, he's goat. He's one
yeah,
of the goats. Like I can't
100% top 5 easily.
like I wish you would have stopped at a point.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna say that.
yeah.
I'm not gonna dismiss all the other shit in the past. Nonetheless, continue.
My first rappers that I got into were like NF, fucking Whit Lowry, people like that.
I don't know Whit Lowry, but I do know NF.
They come from, I mean, not the same scene, but they kind of came up with the same fan base.
Mhm.
And like Whit Lowry came from. I'm kind of glad I found Whit Lowry because he put me onto like Swaggy Tracks artists and like that
Yeah.
like kind of online underground internet
Yeah, for sure.
like rap, and that's how I found like Justin, fucking Adrian Stresso, people like that.
Yeah.
But as far as my sound now, like obviously I mentioned Green Day earlier. The person who really got me into producing my own shit, I was making beats for a little bit before I found them, but then they inspired me to like make my own beats and rap on them, is Oliver Francis.
Okay.
I actually got the Oliver Francis merch on right now.
Fucking
Word.
represent.
Fire.
Salute for that, yo.
Oh,
It
yeah.
that takes a. I respect when people do that. Continue.
But yeah, so like Oliver Francis, Justin Stone's work ethic mainly I think I got more work ethic from him than actual music like influence.
sure.
I still fuck with bro, like he's tight. He actually followed me on Instagram a while ago, which was
Yeah, he's
a
fly, man.
trip.
I love him, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, so he fucking just his work ethic and seeing like him put out like week after week, like album after album for like years, dude, and like touring in between and shit. Like I
Yeah.
saw that and I was like, bro, I can totally do that.
Yeah.
Who else? I'd say as far as influences go right now, I've been listening to a lot of who have I been listening to? I've been listening to a lot of Aries.
Okay.
I've been listening to I fucking love Breakins, bro. He's fire. I don't know if you listen
Never
to
heard
like,
of him, no.
hyperpop shit. He's fire. I listen to a lot of like I listen to a lot of Yeet.
Dude,
I fuck
never
with
heard
Yeet.
that.
I've never heard of that, but like I'm getting a big wave, like tidal wave right now. Like I feel like I'm getting a contact high just hearing that name.
Yeet, yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna contact high listening to his music, dog.
Yeah.
He's fire though. Definitely an acquired taste, I think.
Okay.
But I fuck with him. I love Cardi. I love everything Cardi does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really appreciate him not dropping, but
I don't think anybody does.
his music's fucking sick. Dude, I'm weird. Like, I've been listening to Polo G a lot recently.
Polo's fire.
I listen to like drill rappers all the time, and then I listen to like singer songwriter music, man.
Bro, you fuck with Slim Jesus?
Slim Jesus.
Yes, sir.
I forgot about that motherfucker.
That's
Oh my
certified drill
God.
time.
Who else? Oh, me and the homie 27 Club got a record coming soon.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He's
I've
a-
met him once or twice.
Yeah, Jaden, that's my boy. He's a big influence on my sound. I wouldn't say as much now, but like I found him right before I started putting out music, and he was kind of the first one that I saw fusing like the rap and the rock shit.
Yeah.
So I kind of like took note of that, and then I found more people that did that too, and that's kind of what I try to integrate into my sound now, on
Mhm.
top of like the hyperpop shit and whatever.
Word up.
Yeah, shout out Jaden. What else? I listen to a lot of like Linkin Park.
I used to listen to Linkin Park back in the day.
That was my
Yeah.
first introduction into rap. Before Eminem was like Mike Shinoda and Linkin Park.
Okay.
I listen to, I don't know, I just go on like the Spotify pop punk playlists or like the metal playlists and just like go through, see what people are listening to, see what's like new in the pop punk scene and shit. I love all of Green Day's stuff. I love all of like, I don't know if you ever heard of like Knuckle Puck or The Story So Far. Neck Deep.
For the Neck Deep.
Yeah, Neck Deep's fire. It just depends on my mood, man. Like, I'd say like top 3 influences for me are like Oliver Francis, Green Day, and fucking who else would I say? Oliver Francis, Green Day. Oliver Francis for the production, Green Day for the style, and maybe Justin Stone for the work ethic.
Word up. Word up.
How about
Man,
you?
That's a diverse catalog.
It's a
bro.
very diverse catalog. Dude, I listen to so much shit. I can give you like top 5 people that have really influenced me and why. Kendrick for concepts, lyricism,
Mhm.
storytelling, and cohesion. I'm gonna say Cole for storytelling and bars.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say Nipsey for mindset, branding, and entrepreneurship. I'm gonna say Chris Stapleton for sound,
That's
like
an interesting pick.
like sonics and cadences and melodies and things like that.
Yeah.
And number 5, I'm gonna cross 2 people. I'm either gonna say like Eminem because I grew up on dude,
Yeah.
or Drake for like production and
Ghost Riders or
sound designing. Dude, I'm not even gonna be angry at that statement because it's just a factual statement. But yeah, I would say those are my top 5, and then like honorable mentions. I'll say Johnny Cash.
Fire.
Johnny Cash is amazing.
Classic.
Whenever I was very first starting,
Mhm.
I listened to G-Eazy a lot.
Logic.
Oh yeah, Logic too.
Yeah.
Definitely Logic.
I can still, even to this day, hear a lot of Logic in you, which is cool. Cause
Oh,
like,
for real?
yeah, because Logic was like the guy for me for a long ass time.
Yeah, I forgot about Logic. I would say Logic too then. Logic, Johnny Cash, G-Eazy, and I honestly can't think of another one. I would say those are like the main ones that I can run through
Yeah,
at this point in time.
that's a fire list. A
Mhm.
lot of heavyweights on that list.
Mhm.
I want to add a couple to mine because I totally blanked on these guys, but I'd say more big, like pretty big influences on me. Fucking like Chief Keef,
Chief Keef.
Roddy Rich.
Yeah, I'll say Roddy Ricch and Mac Miller too.
Yeah, Mac Miller too, and Future. Future's a big one for me as well.
Future is starting to work his way in there for me.
Yeah, he fucking finessed his way onto my playlist. I think Life is Good came out, and me and Connor were just listening to that shit constantly.
Oh God, dude.
And then like I did a deep dive, cause I'd always known like March Madness and like Cody and Crazy and shit. Like I remember the first time I heard Xanax Damage, bro. It was like, have you ever heard that song by him?
No.
That shit is beautiful, man. Xanax Damage by Future. I never would have expected that out of him.
Dude, I gotta ask Aaron, who are your top 5? You can't say Cole for all 5 slots, too.
Damn, bro. Designer.
That's so fake.
Bro, he don't know me.
Name 4 songs.
Timmy. Turner.
That's one song, I think.
I put a space there though, so and then Panda.
Okay, well, I
Little
respect that. Designer.
Yeah, Designer.
No, that's why. Jermaine.
Yeah.
Corday.
Corday's fire.
Yeah, Corday's good.
I honestly think Corday is probably gonna be one of the greats one day.
Yeah, he's got the right mindset too.
Like after he got out of freaking what's it YBN,
YBN.
like that was a good move. Like I know those were his homies, but like their money got to their heads, bro, and started messing with all of them. But what else? Okay, Mac, he's fire. Juice and Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky.
Yes, sir.
You fuck with Dave like that, huh?
I can respect
Dave's
Lil
fire.
Dicky.
Yeah, Lil Dicky's cool. He I have to be in a really specific mood to listen to him and
You got
enjoy
pillow
it. But
talk on that 10-minute grind.
Mm,
he's fire though. His Dave the Show is so fucking good. Though.
he's amazing, man.
Yeah,
Good shit.
that's a fire list.
It was a great list.
Thanks for the sympathy, boys.
I can't forgive you for that Designer one though, man.
Mm.
Name 5 songs. Okay, Timmy's 1, Turner's 2.
Panda.
Panda,
Four.
Panda. That's 3, 4, and 5.
Exactly.
Well, shit, bro. It was great having you on.
Yeah, man. Pleasure
We
to
love
be here.
you. Anything you want to plug before we wrap up?
Yeah, I'll do some shouts real quick. Shout out fucking Connellsville.
Salute.
Yeah, shout out to hometown.
Vietnam.
Let's
Bro,
go.
I wish you guys could see how short I am. My feet aren't even touching the fucking ground right now. But shout out Connellsville. Shout out Connor, Mike, Notoriety Society Gain. Shout out World. Shout out me. Shout out Mom. I don't fucking know. I got a bunch of new songs coming. Go peep the shit that's already out. If you want to check me out, if you like what you hear, drop a follow. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Of course, bro.
Your
We
socials,
love
bro. What are your socials, man?
All right, yeah, I got you. Instagram is JT_Fritz_. I want to change that soon, but I'm just fucking lazy and I can't think of anything else. I want to get JT Fritz, no spaces, but some like old abandoned account has that shit.
Dude, I hate that shit so much.
No, it's so
bro.
annoying. But Twitter, JT Fritz Music. And then on like all streaming platforms, just type in JT Fritz. You'll find me.
Good shit,
All
bro.
that shit will be in the description.
Oh yeah.
So don't worry, boys.
Good deal, bro. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Sir. Episode 8.